Hi.
Hi, my name is Greg Coladinato. I work at a company called Syntiant. It's a partner of Synaptics. We're excited by the new Astra Machina dev kit. We've been taking it back to the lab and cooking up all sorts of things on it. The thing I'm here at Synaptics Tech Day demoing is a combination of a few different models that we think is a perfect fit for some use cases that Synaptics has told us about. So we have a Machina back here. On this device, we've got a microphone connected to it, and I'm logged into it from my Mac here. The models we have running on it, we have a Whisper speech-to-text model that feeds into a very small large language model. It's a small language model. And the purpose of connecting these up is, imagine you're building a set-top, you're a set-top box manufacturer or operator. You have an SL1680 inside your box. And a big problem you have is customers get the box and they plug it into the wall and then they get stuck. They're not sure how to plug in what the other cables do or how to get on Wi-Fi, any of that stuff. So normally they call support. Well, it costs a lot of money for companies to operate a support center for all the sorts of questions that people have. What we've done is we've gotten this speech-to-text model into the language model into an FAQ for this product that enables the customer to just ask the box. So for example, this is set up to help set up a router. So if you said, how do I connect the Ethernet cable to my router? You can see here, how do I connect the Ethernet cable to my router? That's a model that goes from speech to text. The next model takes the text, understands the text, tokenizes the text, and looks in the FAQ for what to tell the user. We have it here on the screen in words. It could be spoken out if there's a microphone. It could be sent to their app on their phone if that's what they're doing. But the important thing is they didn't need to go search the internet, call a number, send an email. The device is all ready to do it without being connected to the internet. Another thing, let's say they get it connected to the internet and they have a more complicated problem. How do I set up port forwarding on my router? Okay, it didn't even understand, it got the occasional word wrong, which will happen, but the sentiment is there and the question is clear. It knows it has an answer to that question and it shows the answer to that question. If you ask something unrelated to setting up a router, like, what's the capital of France? It just knows that it doesn't have an answer for that sort of question. It says doesn't understand. It could refer them to customer support, something like that. We are excited to offer this to set-top box manufacturers, router manufacturers that have all the power of a SL1680 in their box. Not sure how to maximize the use of that for their customers. This is one thing that can be done.
And what's the software that's running on the line? Is it could be Android TV, Linux, or which part of it are you running on?
So yes, all of those are possible on this board, of course. This board out of the box is running a version of Yocto Linux, and on top of the Linux, we're running our own customized model software, but you could run lots of other things on it too. It's a very powerful chip. Another demo I like to do is I have 20 windows all running computer vision at the same time, all running on the NPU inside this SoC, which is a lot of AI power for a box this size.
Is it anything that can run before the actual Yocto boots up, or it has to be part of the Yocto boot up? Your software?
That's a good question. We haven't done it on a Machina. We're in a lot of RTOS implementations where without booting Linux, you just build a little firmware that has our AI in it, and you're off to, within 400 milliseconds, you're running our code. But I haven't tried that with the Machina yet.
Because sometimes people have issues with the software and installing the right software. So maybe if there is the little microcontroller you could run on that, helping people, guiding them through the whole install process.
Yeah, I mean, the set-top box, once it's powered up, I don't think there's any reason to use RTOS anymore, because it's okay, it's on all the time now, it's got plenty of power. And so now it's in Linux, and you can do a lot of stuff from Linux. But other things, cameras that are just battery-powered, we run in RTOS and all that. So my company does, but that's not a Synaptics thing, so.
And maybe you could do the thing where it actually connects with a real person if it's needed.
Oh, yeah. So what you're proposing is if its internet is connected and there's some, post-installation sort of situation, by all means it could intermediate a call to support or put the queue, send it into support for it to be dealt with, in batch or something. It could also, we don't have it configured this way, but you could have it, say, hey, go open Netflix, open Hulu. open YouTube, whatever. All those sorts of things could easily be parsed and sent to the box, whatever it's doing, to save, at home I'm like clicking around on things like, no, get over, like doing that sort of thing. Voice is usually a better UI for that sort of activity.
And your company name, Syntiant?
I work at Syntiant,
like,
a proud partner of Synaptics.
And you're bringing life to devices a little bit?
We don't have a tagline. Okay, you proposed a nice tagline. We bring life to your edge device. Maybe that'll be our new tagline. But we don't have a tagline that I know of.